it, gang. Today I'm going to be showing you some dark side strategies. I'm not a dark side player, but I do have those strategies in my list when I see the tables are really bad and throwing a lot of sevens or a lot of short rolls. So today I'm going to show you three of them. One called the Headless Horseman, one called the One Hit Can't Miss, and the other one is what I call a L2P, so a lay to play. I'll show you all three of them and how they work. I won't be throwing the dice, but just a explanation. And later on, then I'll throw the dice, maybe in the next video, featuring one of the three dark side plays. Okay, so meet you at the table. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to show you how it's done without throwing the dice or anything like that. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Headless Horseman. And you can adjust any of these strategies that I'm showing you according to your bankroll. So the Headless Horseman has been around, I guess, for a while. I don't know how they came up with the name as the Headless Horseman, but here we go. So we start off with a DP bet. Now, if you know, on a DP, you're going to get paid same amount as what you're betting, even money. So the whole idea is, and all these strategies that I'm going to explain to you is all dark side betting because the table's not hitting. Okay, and that's fast 7 out, so things like that. So when you see that, this is when you can, start to play this kind of strategies. Okay, so the Headless Horseman, put a don't pass bet, and then the point comes out. So let's just say a point is 9 or whatever it is. So the next move is you go into the combat. Okay, now at this point you're looking for a 7, because if a 7 does roll now, you get paid here and here, so you win 50. That's the best scenario as far as winning the most that you can win. A 7 or 11 comes out here on the come out roll, you lose the pass, don't pass bar. Okay, you lose that don't pass bet. So that's when the 7 is not in your favor, is on the come out, or the 11. And you can do things like hopping the 7s, placing the 11, hopping the 11 on the horn, things like that. Okay, you can do things like that to hedge your bet. I'm just showing you the basics. Okay, so again, you go to the the combat, and you're on the don't pass. So now let's say a point is rolled, which was 9, and then you put your combat out, and now let's say a point is thrown and it's an 8, so you move to the 8. Then you go back into the comp. Now at this point, if a 7 comes now, you'll get paid here, and this will win, and this will lose, so this will pay that. Okay, so again, you get 50, and so you win at least a quarter, right? Okay, now we're here, you're in the com, it rolls, it becomes a 5, so you come here, you go back in the com. Okay, you're still looking for that 7 to hit. So if that 7 does come now, because the table is throwing short rolls, you will get paid here for the combat. So that takes care of that. You get paid here on the don't, and that takes care of that. So you break even. Okay, so that's how that works. Now if this and this is here, no 7s, then you're hoping for them to hit a point. So like if they hit an 8, then you have an off and on here, but you'll only get paid even money. Okay, we're not putting any odds on here because this is to take care of a don't pass table, right? A table that's showing a lot of quick 7s. Okay, so let's take it back down. I'll show you one more time. Okay, you start off on the don't pass, hoping to escape from that 7 or that 11. Like I said, you can go ahead and hop the 11, hop the 7s if you want. that's all up to you. Okay, so now the point gets thrown, boom, you move and go into the come, and then if a point gets thrown here, you move to whatever point is thrown, come here, another point thrown, you come over here, and you'll do that for 3 combats. Okay, another point like this. Okay, so now at this point the 7 is not going to help you because you're only going to win 1 of them and lose 2 of them, right? So at this point what you're looking for at least to hit some numbers. So if they hit the 5, then you get paid for the 5. They hit the 6, you get paid for the 6. And if the 7 comes now, you lose this, and that pays that. Okay? Of course, you might say, well, if I hit this and I hit this, maybe I want to go back in the com. You can do that if you want to. But like I said, if this is a bad table, maybe you don't want to go there. You already got your 3 wins. Why would you want to put another? That's all up to you, though. Okay? You got to read the table, see what the table is doing, and then adjust to that. Okay, so that's the Headless Horseman. Okay, the next one we're going to look at, I'm going to teach you, is the one hit can't miss. So the one hit can't miss, and you can adjust that again. We'll start with the don't again. Again, you got to get past that 7 or 11. Okay, so now, the other thing, the point gets thrown. Let's say it's an 8. You're going to place the 6. You place the 8. And sometimes, like me, I place all these before the point is even thrown. Off, not working, up and off. Only that don't, okay, is working. So if they do throw an 8, some people, they'll move it to the 9 or to the 5 or any other number, or leave it here. Okay? Now the whole idea behind this is you need to hit one of these numbers, and that's why we're playing the 6 and 8, because they are more likely to come than the 5 and 9 or 4 or 10. Not necessarily, but that's normally what happens, because you get this 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, right, coming. So this is the most ways that a point can come besides the 4, 5, 9, 10. So that's why most people play here. So let's say you hit a 6, you get paid $70. And you're going to rack this. Right away you're going to rack the $70, okay? So we'll just leave it here. So now let's say the 7 comes now. Boom. So what happens is you lose these 2, right? So I'm just going to take this and put it over here on the 6. So now we got $70 here. This will pay this. Your $70 that you won will put you back into the game because that's what you lost. And then you right back to your $60 and your $60. Okay, and because you're getting your 60 from here, the loss going to come back here. Okay, so that's how you're going to get that money. So if you didn't see it, I'll do it again. 60, 7 gets thrown, oh I'm sorry, 6 gets thrown, you get 70. Now the 7 gets thrown, you lose this, you lose this, but this pays that, right? So now you win. This comes back, this comes back, and you're $70, and you're back in the game. Okay. Now if an 8 gets hit over here, you're going to lose that, but you're going to win 70. You lose this, but this replaces that, and you make $20. Okay, so now if you move to the 9 and this gets hit, you're going to lose that don't, you're going to win nothing, you're not going to recover anything. So sometimes it's better to just leave it there on the point, because that way even if it hits, you lose that, but you win 70, you make $20. Okay, so this is what can be used against a table that is quick 7s. Okay. Now the next and last one that I'm going to show you is what I call the L2P. Okay, so L and the number 2P. I called it the L2P. This is where the L2P is lay to play. So when I'm laying, it's not like on the don't where you get paid even money. When you lay, then you're only gonna get paid half of the wins on a 4 and 10 and so on, so on, from the 5 and 9, 6 and 8. These will not pay 2 to 1, but 3 to 2 is what you gotta give, and 6 to 5 is what you gotta give. So anyway, we're gonna lay the 10, and I'm really not a dockside player, but I'm trying to explain this the best I can to you. If I was gonna play it, I would lay either the 10 or the 4, because these come the least possible ways, right? 3 ways, that's it. You're gonna get paid only 50 though, don't forget that. You get paid 50. So if I'm gonna lay it, and I usually lay because there's a lot of quick sevens, that's what I'm telling you. So the 7 can come 6 ways, 4 and 10 can come 3, so it's like a 2 to 1. If you wanted to, you can also go ahead and play a hard 10, and that for $10 if you wanted to, then that'll protect you, and you're only going to lose against an easy 10 or an easy 4 if the point is you choose to lay the 4 and then play the hard 4. Okay, so those are ways that you can cut down the ways that the 4 and 10 can come. Comes hard, you win. You only lose $70. You win 70, you lose 30. Not too bad to win, just lose just $30. Okay, because you're only winning 50. You're gonna have to subtract 10 if you're gonna play the hards, and you're only gonna make 40. Okay, just keep that things in mind. Okay, so now anyway, let's say 10 rolls. 10 rolls, you're gonna lose the 10, the don't. Okay, and then you just continue to put it back out again for the same amount is what I would do. So now let's say the 7 does roll before the point. Let's say the point was 6 or whatever. And now we win $50, right? Half the amount. Of course, you gotta pay a VIG, and the VIG is 5%. So it breaks down to like $1 for every quarter until you get to 100. Then you'll be paying $5 because $1 quarter is what it normally is, but that'll be $2.50. More than likely, the house is gonna charge you on the lower amount, dollar and dollar. Okay, but when this comes to 100, you'll have $1 quarter, $1 quarter, $1 quarter for 4 of these, and that's why that adds up to $5, and they're gonna take $5 for a $100 win. Okay, so this would only cost you like $1 per quarter for the VIG, and some places will take it up front, some places will take it after you win. The best thing can happen is they take it after you win, because then that way, if you do lose, you're not paying that extra VIG and you didn't even win. Okay, so that is how that works. Now, the difference between the lay bet and a don't pass is here. If the 7 or 11 comes, you lose. Aces or ace deuce, you win, and you're gonna win even money. Over here, aces, ace deuce, you don't win. 7 comes, you win. 11 comes, you don't lose either. Okay, so of course you only win half here though. Okay, that's why you probably get winning only half, but you have a better chance on a whole table that the 7's going to come before a 4 or a 10. So that's how the L2P works. So we'll do it again. So here, 7 comes, you win right off the bat, $50 if the 7 comes on a come up. Okay, 11 comes, you don't lose. Ace deuce, aces, 12, you don't win either. Okay, oh, and over here the 12 is a bar 12, so if a 12 comes there, you don't win that also. Just over here, the 7 is not in your favor, so you need to get by that 7 and that 11. Over here, you don't have to worry. 7 comes, you win. 11, you don't lose. Okay, so first hand comes out. Let's say it's a 6. Next row, 7. Any number but 7. You're not going to win, but when the 7 does come, you win. And that should come off in any other number. So let's say we win 50, we pay the VIG. If you win, we're going to parlay that. Okay, so now let's say on a come out, they throw a 7. So you got 150, you win 75. Because, of course, you're going to pay the VIG for that $75. I usually go to 200, take back a quarter, and now I can use this to pay, play either a hard 10 or something for $15, so still make a little bit. And now when this hits, it get paid. You got 200, you get paid half, so you win another 100. I usually take this back and stack it in my rack and go back to playing 100. Okay, I don't play 100, then lose and play 200, and lose and play 400. This is not a martingale thing, okay? It's one time win, we parlay the win. 2 times win, parlay the win. And then we take it back down. Now if we lose, we go back, we lose 100, we go back 100, we lose the 100, and then at that point, we'll maybe go to 2, and if we win 100, so we'll get back 100, so we got 3, and when we lost 2, okay, so like we lost 1. Okay, so that's how the L2P, lay to play, works. And it works either on the 4 or the 10. And don't think that just because you got a lot more chances on a 4 and 10 to lose against the 7 that happens. There were times that I practiced this over and over and have won up to $900, $1,000 in a short period of time. But as I continued to play it, and of course I don't know if the table's bad or not, I'm not at the casino watching it, and there were times that the table did roll well, and I seen a 10 or a 4 roll 4 times in the guy's long roll, in the shooter's long roll. So you would think that the 7 would come way more often, once in every 6 rolls, right? So because there's 36 ways on a dice, and you got 6 of them on a 7, that it should come 1 in every 6 rolls. But that doesn't happen that way. So sometimes you may get killed. You might get hit 2 times before you're winning one of them, or you might get hit 4 times. I seen one time that I got hit for 7 times. But again, like I said, I didn't know if the table was rolling or not, and this was just in practice sessions. So at the casino, you'll have the chance to see that the table is not rolling. The table is super cold, and that's when you want to play these dark side strategies. So anyway, keep that in mind and practice it, but make sure you're on a table that is cold. No more than 2-3 rolls and then a 7. Okay? Try it out. Okay, gang. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you caught on to what I was saying. Hopefully I explained it well enough for you to understand it. If not, put it in the comments at the bottom of the video, and I'll look it up. I'll get back to you and try and answer your questions. Again, thanks for being a supporter of Craps Hawaii. I really appreciate it. Now if you go to the casinos, at least you have some other strategies on the dark side. If you haven't had them before, put it in your strategy list, and maybe when the tables are super cold, you still can make some money. But as always, try to play to stay alive.